All right, keep up the hard work, guys. Hey, Royce, where's this one going?
Parts unknown.
Tokon Shop Global. We ship worldwide.
Limelight, you finished those Okada orders yet?
Yeah, with the new Team Filthy shirt, papi.
Genius. Eso, mi gente.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adnan Kureishy with New Japan Pro Wrestling of America. And today, for the Tokon Shop Global online meet and greet, we have the legendary Minoru Suzuki with us, a man whose 3-decade-long career has spanned into the world of mixed martial arts, where he was one of the founding fathers of the Pancrase organization, as well as in professional wrestling, where he has left a trail of violence and destruction, not only across Japan, not only across the U.S., but all over the world. And now you can get some exclusive signed Minoru Suzuki merchandise right here live off the Tokon Shop Global. So just head over to the link in the description or using the pinned comment in the chat, and you can get yourself some signed Minoru Suzuki merchandise, as well as ask your questions, which we'll be answering right here live on stream. All the orders that are placed during the stream will get in signed item. We will do our best to answer all the questions that are asked. If we do not get to your question, we do apologize, but the items will be signed by Suzuki-san before he leaves the building. Now, without further ado, let me introduce to you, he is the King of Pancrase, a former IWGP World Tag Team Champion, 2-time Never Openweight Champion, IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and most importantly, the King of Professional Wrestling, Minoru Suzuki.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight, Suzuki-san? Doing well?
何
お元気ですか?
元気です。
He's doing well.
Good.
Good. All right. Taito will be doing the translation for me today. Let's run down some of the items. We have here 2 Minoru Suzuki portraits up front. We have Portrait A and Portrait B on sale, so you can get those right now off the Tokon Shop Global, as well as the 2 portraits. We also have 3 t-shirts. So if you go up and you pan up here, we have the Suzuki-gun 2022 t-shirt on the far left of your screen. So that one is available. That one also has a design on the back. And then next to that, both available in black and white, we have the King of New York, Chicago, Dallas, and Los Angeles. On the bottom says Kaze ni Nare. That is also available right now on the Tokon Shop Global. Suzuki-san, do you have anything to say about any of the designs that are up here for sale today?
それでは後ろにある3つの T シャツについて少しご紹介いただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
はい。紹介する？これが今年の、2022年鈴木軍のオフィシャル T シャツ。裏がこうなってます。こんな感じで前がこんな感じ。はい。
Yeah, this is the 2022 version of Suzuki-gun T-shirts, and then you can see the design as well.
あとはまあこの2つは今も俺がこうやって着てるのと同じなんだけど、アメリカで行って楽しかった街というかまあ去年アメリカツアーをずっとやってたんで、その時の T シャツですね。はい。
He made tour in the U.S. As well as last years. He went to New York, Chicago, Dallas, and Los Angeles. These cities are very fun city for him.
Had a good time in those cities. That's good. All right. Well, let's get to some of the questions that we have submitted. Don't forget, head over to Tokon Shop Global. Use the link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat, and you can get yourself a signed item from Minoru Suzuki, like Leonardo Ruiz here from Anaheim in California, as he got himself a portrait here. And Leonardo here writes, in regards to your clothing line, Pile Driver, are there any plans to expand into the United States or make it more accessible to North America?
アメリカ進出計画は特にはないけども、簡単に手入ることもないかな。ぜひ東京、日本の東京の原宿にパイルドライバーというショップがあるんで、そこに来てください。まあ随分と世の中も落ち着いてきたんで、日本も入りやすくなったんで、原宿まで。はい。
So he has no plans to extend Pile Driver to United States. So he asked Leonardo to come to his store in Harajuku. So he thinks it is easier than last year to come to Japan because this COVID-19 situation is better than last year. So please go to Harajuku and see Suzuki Minoru in person.
There you go, Leonardo. So head over to the Harajuku district. And now that the borders to Japan have opened up a lot easier for travel, head over, get yourself some Pile Driver merch at the Pile Driver store itself. And also, Leo, if you want, you can also check out Minoru Suzuki at Rumble on 44th Street, as that will be on Fight TV, both nights 1 and 2. Minoru Suzuki will be in action. We've just announced that Suzuki-san will be taking on Clark Connors, who will be returning from injury from the LA dojo. So be sure to check that out on Fight TV. Next up here, we have Brian Alexander from Sioux City, California. Brian also got a portrait. And Brian asks, what is your most memorable match, and what makes that match so memorable?
印象に残ってる試合、特にないかな。自分が試合をしてそれを印象に残すということをしてないかもしれない。印象に残さず、もう終わったらもうすぐ次の試合がもう待ってるから、とにかく次の試合のことは興味あるけど、終わってしまった試合のことはあんまり興味がないかな。
So actually he doesn't care about the past. Only concentrate is the future, and then he's concentrating about the next match.
Always moving toward the future is the king of pro wrestling. And we are moving on here to our next question here from Joshua Flores in St. Mary's, Georgia. Joshua got a portrait also here. And Joshua writes, all hail the king, Minoru Suzuki. I was curious about your hair design and if there was any meaning to it. It's really cool. Also, is there a championship belt you want more than any other that you haven't won yet? Thank you for your time and continue bringing the fear and ass-kicking to your competitors. Josh.
ヘアデザインの意味は特にないけど、思いつくまま一人でバリカンでバーッと自分でやるんで、あとは次はなんだ、これまで獲得したことない王座で一番欲しいもの、一番お金になるタイトルが欲しいかな。はい。
He has no meaning for his hair design, but he shaped himself, so he came up some design just to shape himself. Then the next question is
Are there any
championship.
championship belts that he wants to win more than any
he
other?
want just the championship, which gonna make the money. That's it.
The almighty dollar motivates us all in this world. Let's not also forget, though, like I mentioned, Rumble on 44th Street is heading to New York later this month. There are still tickets available for night one, the night before Rumble on 44th Street, so be sure to head over to njpw1972.com to swipe up some of those tickets. And there is a very limited amount still available for night two. Those might be gone by the time the stream is over, so hop on that right now, njpw1972.com. As we head over to our next question here, this is going to be from Sergio De Leon in Santa Ana, California. Sergio got both the Suzuki-gun 2022 t-shirt as well as the autographed portrait. And Sergio writes, do you have any fond memories from your time in Pancrase?
パンクラス時代の思い出誰かが用意してくれた組織とか会社じゃなくて、自分まだ24、5歳の人間が何人か集まってみんなでお金を持ち寄って会社を作って、そしてイベントを起こして、それが世界的にブームになってっていうのが一番印象に残ってることと、あとはやっぱり大怪我をしたことかな。
So 24, 25 years old guys made punk class. They used their money to make the company, and then that company made a very big promotion in the world. So that was the memorial thing. And one more thing is that he got very big injured at the time. That was the memorable thing for him.
All right. Just forgot to mention at the top of the stream, we are actually doing a raffle for this stream. We will be raffling off actually this White King of Kaze Ninari t-shirt, the one actually Minoru Suzuki himself is wearing. So be sure to submit your orders at the Tokon Shop Global, and you can get the signed one right off Minoru Suzuki, as we will do the raffle at the end of the stream. So next up here, we have Derek Heller from La Crescent, Minnesota. And Derek got a portrait. And Derek has a comment. It says, if you could sign it to myself, Derek, that would be awesome. Thank you. You are amazing, Minoru. That's for you, Derek. Don't forget, if you're ordering a t-shirt, since these are the Japanese size t-shirts, you might want to get a size up. So just keep that in mind while you're placing orders at the Tokon Shop Global. Just like Gene Linter here from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Gene got himself a portrait, and he has a comment here. It said, thank you for coming to Denver. It was an honor to see you.
Denver.
I think you just had that match with Royce Isaacs, Lucha Libre and Laughs.
デンバー、日本から一番最初に行った街がデンバーですごく寒かったね、標高が高い1500メーターぐらいあるのかな。なんですごく寒い街だったけど、プロレスの会場は、すごく熱く、お客さんもね大騒ぎできて楽しかったんじゃないかなと思うけど。
So Denver was his first city in this tour, and then that was very cold city because that was maybe kind of mountain city or something. So the weather is very cold, but crowd is very hot, so he was really enjoyed.
That's good. It's very cold up there because it is the mile-high city, mile high off of sea level. I'm glad Suzuki-san enjoyed his time in Denver. Next up here, we have another question here from Ryan Jackson in Oban in Scotland, in the UK. So he went all the way from Scotland. Yeah. And he got himself a portrait. And Ryan asks, out of all the championships you have held over the years, which is the one that has meant the most to you? Many thanks.
思い入れがあるといえば特にないんだけど、自分のこのプロレスの人生の中で一番最初に獲得したタイトルがパンクラスのキングオブパンクラスというベルトだったんで、それは思い入れがあるかな。はい。
So that was his first championship, and then that was the King of Pancras. That was the first one.
All right. There you go, Ryan. The King of Pancras is the one that meant the most to Minoru Suzuki. Also want to remind the fans, it's Wednesday now. Tomorrow is Thursday, and every Thursday night, New Japan Pro Wrestling airs on Access TV. Go ahead and check us out on Access TV, 9 Central. And tomorrow we'll actually be airing Minoru Suzuki's match against Tomohiro Ishii from Windy City Right in Chicago. So be sure to check that out on Access TV tomorrow night. Next up here, we have Chris Houston from Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, Canada. So we'll hear from Canada, and they got themselves a portrait as well. And what Chris is asking is if you could add any wrestler, living or dead, to Suzuki-gun, who would it be?
鈴木軍に新メンバー加えるとしたら誰ですか？誰にしようか？クリス？
Well, his answer is Chris Yu.
There you go, Chris. That makes you almost an honorary member of Suzuki-gun, right from the man himself here. There you go. All right, so next up here, we have Edward Valenzuela from La Mirada, California. He got himself a portrait. Edward asks, can you please sign to Edward, please? My question is, who will be next in line to lead Suzuki-gun whenever you decide to step away from wrestling? Thank you.
エドワード？じゃあ上に書くか。はい、エドワードね。はい。
That's for you, Edward.
なんだっけ。俺鈴木が引退しねえし、鈴木軍のリーダーになるのもない。鈴木軍そもそも俺がいるから鈴木軍なんであって、俺がいなきゃ鈴木軍じゃないんで、はい。
So he will never retire, and Suzuki-gun means himself. He's the leader. That's it.
あともう一個あるとしたら。グループのリーダーになりたければ自分で作れって。誰かの後とか俺の後とかそんなものは存在しない。これ鈴木軍は俺が作ったグループだから。
So Suzuki-gun is my group. So if you wanna be the leader of some group, you should make the new unit or something.
Oh, there you go, Edward. Minoru Suzuki will lead Suzuki-gun for a long time, as he does not plan to retire. Thank you very much. Don't forget, you can always check out Minoru Suzuki as he's been showing up on New Japan Strong. New Japan Strong hits New Japan World every Saturday at 8, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, so don't forget to check that out. Soon we will see his battle with Fred Yehai, which just took place at the Vermont Hollywood this past Sunday. So don't forget to check those matches out when they air on njpwworld.com. Next up here, we have John Mills from Largo, Florida, as he got himself a portrait, and he left a comment here. It says, Suzuki-san, you are my family's favorite wrestler. My daughter, Evelyn, is a very big fan of yours. It is her 14th birthday this month. Could you please make this autograph out for her? She will be very excited to receive that as one of her birthday gifts. Thank you for all that you have done for the world of professional wrestling over the years. We hope to see you continue to compete for a very long time.
エブリン。
Yes.
どういう字？14歳。はい、こう見えるかな。ハッピーバースデー。はい。
Happy birthday from the king to you, Evelyn. Thank you, John, for buying that lovely gift for your daughter. All right, next up here, we've got Brian Kinnaman from Des Moines, Iowa, who got himself a portrait. And he is asking the question, what's the biggest challenge to being a wrestler?
一番必要なことなんだろうね。なるために一番必要なこと。一番必要なことなんでしょう。諦めないってことかな。トレーニングも諦めない、負け続けても諦めない、試合中苦しくても諦めない、それから生きてる中で嫌なことがあっても諦めない、レスラーにとって一番大事なのは諦めないってことかな。Never give up ってことかな。
The most important thing for the wrestler is never give up. Never give up for the losing, never give up for the very bad thing, so never give up for everything.
There you go. Those are important words there from the king himself. Hope you enjoyed that, Brian. And like I mentioned, New Japan Strong, we actually have just announced that we will be back at the Vermont Hollywood next month, November 20th, for Detonation. Tickets will go on sale on Friday, so be sure to check out njpw1972.com for all the ticket information, as well as when the card and talent is announced, that's the place to be. njpw1972.com for all your New Japan Pro Wrestling, U.S. and outside dates. Next up here, we have, we have Joseph Atwood from Holland, Michigan, as they got themselves a portrait. And Joseph asks, is Suzuki-san a cat person or a dog person?
聞いてどうすんだよなこれな。ね、まあどっちも動物は好きだけど、犬は好きだね。はい。
He likes both animals, but maybe he's a dog person.
でも人間の女の方が好きかな。
So he likes women is the most.
Suzuki-san likes women, and one of the two choices prefers dogs. I hope that answers your question, Joseph. Next up here, we've got Soshi from Hiroshima in Japan, and Soshi got a few things. They got both portraits as well as the Suzuki-gun t-shirt. And Soshi asks, hello, Mr. Suzuki. Who is the partner who you would like to fight the most now?
Eh, 一番戦いたい相手。いつでも IWGP チャンピオンは狙ってるよ。それと俺が戦いたいというよりも俺と戦いたいやつがいっぱいいるんじゃないかとは思うけども、一番としたら次の対戦相手かな。それが一番。
So his number one opponent for him right now is the next opponent who he faced next time, but he's keeping eye on every time for IWGP Heavyweight Championship, of course.
So Suzuki-san has his eyes on right now Switchblade Jay White possibly, or Kazuchika Okada, as that match has already been set for Wrestle Kingdom, so we know that Minoru Suzuki won't be far behind. We do know that Minoru Suzuki will be in New York later this month for Rumble on 44th Street the night before and the actual night of. Nights 1 and 2 are available to purchase on Fight TV. You can get them individually, $14.99 for night 1, $24.99 for night 2, or you can order them as a bundle on Fight TV for $29.99. Save yourself $10 there. So be sure, if you can't be in New York for Rumble on 44th Street, to order it on Fight TV and watch it live. All right. So next up here, we have Pauline Horak from Brandenburg, Germany. As Pauline also got a Suzuki-gun t-shirt and one of the portraits. So Pauline asks, hello. As a European citizen, Germany to be precise, I need to ask if Suzuki-san will ever come to Germany. Best would be a huge New Japan event, but we German fans take everything we can get. Keep up the amazing matches.
ドイツ15年以上前に一度行ったっきりなんで、またドイツにはそうだね、チャンスがあれば呼んでくれれば。
So he has been to Germany over 15 years ago. Of course, he wanna go there again, and then some promoter invite him to the Germany. He's gonna go for sure.
もう一個、あとまあ呼んでくれれば世界中どこでも行くよ。
So for the promoters all over the world, he's gonna go everywhere if you want to see his fight.
That's right. You heard it, promoters. If you want to see Minoru Suzuki fight, contact him, and you can get Minoru Suzuki to your town, wherever it might be, anywhere in the world. Suzuki will fight for you. Next up here, we have Daniel Rodriguez here from Miami, Florida. Daniel got a portrait. And Daniel here is asking, what are your thoughts in the New Japan World and title, and if it's something, I think the TV title, New Japan World Television title, and if it's something that you would like to compete for. Anyway, I get a Kaze ni Nare inscription. Thank you. Asking to inscribe Kaze ni Nare. So thoughts on the New Japan World Television title?
俺が新日本に出てない間にできて、争ってるタイトルなんでよくわからないというのが一つなのと、まあこれから面白そうだったら、いや金になるならかな。
Honestly, he doesn't know about the TV championship because he's here in the States during the championship was established. And then if the championship will be the money, he's gonna go to grab that.
So as long as the title makes him money, Minoru Suzuki will fight and he will vie for that championship. Just a reminder, head over to the Tokon Shop Global right now. We are still taking orders for signed Minoru Suzuki merchandise. You can still submit questions and ask. Just head over to Tokon Shop Global right now using the link in the description or using the pinned comment in the chat and get yourself one of these lovely t-shirts or perhaps a portrait, just like Annie Rodriguez here from Carson, California, who got herself a portrait. And then she writes here, I'm glad that I was able to see you fight at New Japan Showdown last Sunday. Your fights are always so entertaining. Hope to see more of your merch in the States.
ハリウッド大会でいうことだね、アメリカで試合、まあいつでも。
So he's gonna wrestle anytime in the States.
Anytime, anywhere. Annie just was at New Japan Showdown at the Vermont Hollywood this last Sunday. Thank you for being there with us. Don't forget to grab tickets this Friday for our next event at the Vermont Hollywood this upcoming November 20th. Head over to njpw1972.com to get yourself some tickets to that starting this Friday. So next up here, we have Christian Stonebreaker here from Winter Park, Florida. And Christian asks, what is your favorite candy?
Question キャンディーは食べないかな。食べないからわかんないよ。
So he doesn't eat candy, so he doesn't know.
Oh, there you go, Suzuki-san. Not a eater of candy. Hope you're not too disappointed with that, Christian.
だったらあれだよ、俺の好きそうなキャンディーを、くれ。
So please let him know, like his favorite candy.
Oh, okay. Christian, if you're watching right now, leave it in the YouTube comments, and then we'll let Suzuki-san know what your favorite candy is. Okay, next up here, looks like we have Jonathan, who submitted here. And Jonathan got a portrait, and they got a T-shirt as well. So Jonathan wrote here, "Hello, Mr. Suzuki. Your lasting respect to your trainer Carl Gotch is well documented. A couple of years before he passed, Gotch acknowledged you as one of the best of your generation and one of his favorite students in an interview. Any special memories you have training together or you shared with Carl Gotch?"
何特別な思い出。そうだね。特別な思い出といえば、当時俺が23歳、ゴチさんが69歳とかだったはずなんだけど、その時に一緒にスクワットを始めて2000回やって一緒にやるんだよね、トレーニングを。その後腕立て伏せを500回一緒にやるんだよね。それを見た時にどうやったらこの人に勝てるんだろうっていうことを考え始めたかもしれないね。それが一番の思い出かも。
So maybe that was 30 years ago. He was 23 years old and Carl Gotch was 69 years old. They did 2,000 times squat, then 500 times push-up. And then at the same time they did. So he was thinking, how did I beat him? That was the biggest memory for with Carl Gotch.
All right. Always great to hear stories of the legendary Carl Gotch. We have a couple here. I'm going to go ahead and just let everyone know this is your last call to grab yourself some signed Minoru Suzuki merchandise while he is still on the stream. So go ahead and get those orders off the Tokon Shop Global so you can get yourself something like a signed T-shirt. It's like Michael Trang here from Brooklyn, New York. And Michael just asks, he just has a comment. He just says, "Can't wait to see you in New York City. You are amazing."
そんなアメージング言われてもね。ニューヨークだな、待ち遠しいです。これ何褒められたん俺。褒められてんの。じゃあ俺もニューヨークで待ってる、ニュージャパンファンのみんなと会うのを楽しみにしてます。
He's looking forward to seeing you in the New York City.
That's right. We're all looking forward to seeing Suzuki-san back in New York. Don't forget, Rumble on 44th Street next week. Tickets are still available for the night before the Rumble, and we have just a handful left for the night of the actual Rumble on 44th Street. NJPW1972.com. Snatch up those leftover tickets so you can see the King live in action in New York City. And if you can't be there live, order the broadcast on Fight TV. And then we're going to close things out here with Matt Grindle here from Whittier, California, who got a portrait. And Matt puts, "Can you please sign this to Matt G? Thank you for all the matches and the memories. Do you have a favorite food to eat while you are in California?"
カリフォルニアで出かけ、基本出かけない。どこにも出かけないね。スーパーとかしか行かないから、プロレスの試合とホテル以外の移動を多分ほとんどしないかも。だから特に ないね。アメリカ来たらずっとサンドイッチ食べてるね。別にそれでも大丈夫なんで、はい。
So basically, he doesn't go out anywhere, only like a supermarket and then venue and airport and hotel. So maybe he's okay with that, and then he's always eating the sandwiches in the States.
So there you go, Matt. Minoru Suzuki is a man who tends to eat sandwiches when he is here in the U.S., specifically here in California. So let's go ahead. We're going to head and close the orders here at the Tokon Shop Global. Thank you guys for placing your orders. But for those of you guys who did place orders, we are going to do a raffle for the King Kazai Ninare t-shirt that Minoru Suzuki himself is wearing right now. So if you submitted an order, even if you didn't submit a question, you are eligible to win the t-shirt. So 36. Yes, so we'll go ahead here, and so Suzuki-san, we just press, and then we'll figure out who wins the number 3? Oh, 3. Okay, so number 3, that actually goes out to
なんだかわかんないけど。
Joshua Flowers here in St. Mary's, Georgia. So Joshua, congratulations. You have won yourself the Minoru Suzuki t-shirt. So we'll go ahead and get that signed for you and have that sent your way. Congratulations, Joshua.
じゃあ今着てるこの T シャツでマイク外していい？
So we'll go ahead and sign that for you live on the stream. So while we get that signed, let's not forget we will be back at the Vermont Hollywood this November on November 20th. So tickets go on sale for Detonation for New Japan Strong this Friday. Don't forget to catch New Japan Pro Wrestling on Access TV every Thursday. We'll see Ishii and Suzuki-san tomorrow night on the Access TV show at 9 Central. New Japan Strong every Saturday, 8-7 Central, 5 Pacific. Don't forget to catch new episodes of New Japan Strong. And, of course, we got Rumble in 44th Street next week, emanating in New York City, as well as the night before the Rumble, a complete mystery card, something you don't want to miss. Grab your tickets right now, njpw1972.com, as well as you can get some of the last remaining t-shirts for the actual night itself. And there you go, Joshua. There you go, signed right there, right off the back of the king himself. That goes to you, Josh. Thank you very much.
He's naked now.
Suzuki-san, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Do you have any last things to say to the fans who watched the stream today?
ファンになんか一言。特にないな。まあとにかくプロレスを楽しんでもらえれば、どこのプロレスでも、もちろんニュージャパンのプロレスも楽しいし、他のところも楽しいし、いろんなところに俺登場するんで、ただ世界で一番面白い、世界で一番強いプロレスラーは鈴木みのるなんで、そこは間違いないようにしてください。はい、
He wants everybody to enjoy to see the wrestling. He means not only New Japan Pro Wrestling, every single promotions. Please enjoy to see that, and then he's gonna show up anywhere. And then, but please remember, he's the best pro wrestler in the world. That's it.
Fine words from Suzuki-san. Thank you very much, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Minoru Suzuki! Thank you guys so much for joining us for this Tokon Shop Global online meet and greet. Don't forget, check out all of our dates here in the U.S. at njpw1972.com. We will see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone.